a little dark figure, but
maybe we should record that little piece, just that incident. So we've got, okay, so there's the stairwell.
Yep.
Okay, do you want to describe, James, just what
Okay,
you thought you saw or saw?
I was halfway down the hallway down here, photographing into the gallery and back the other way. I was kind of aware of some clicking sound back here, which could have been coming from outside or anywhere or upstairs, but
Fireworks.
come back down here. And I'm standing behind my camera here. I brought my camera with me, took a few shots. And then I was kind of, I'm not going to say I saw it, but it seemed like a small shadow came down the stairs at a sort of fairly fast walking pace, maybe hesitated part way down, maybe stepped up a couple of steps and then came the rest of the way. Now, it could have just been my vision tracking with, you know, it's like a dead spot in the middle of my vision from looking at bright light or something like that. But I thought, okay, if I'm standing up and I held my hand out like that, and I thought, no, this is, you know, I'm a bit scary standing here, so I decided to sit down. So if anything was to come down, it wouldn't be scared of me. And then I just sat down and closed my eyes. And what made me open my eyes again a short time later was Amy calling out from down there that the touch light had gone off.
It's interesting though that it was real enough for you at the time for you to reach out to it.
Yeah, well I did. I
So
stood
was
there and
almost-
I just reached out like that if something wants to touch my hand.
Yeah.
And if I'm standing here, I'm too tall, so I sat down.
Yeah.
And then if it wanted to go past me, it could have gone past me. I don't know. There could have been nothing there, of course.
Oh yeah. But it was real enough for you to react, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it could have been the power suggestion of what they were talking about around here before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought, there's something going on behind us. Like, if we're all down there looking that way, some little child's going to sneak around and come back down the other way. Like, zip up those stairs along the top and come back down here. Just like, you know.
Yeah. Just for the record, these are the stairs that there have been sightings of a child at the top of the stairs and walking up the stairs.
So that touch light, I saw you testing it.
Yeah.
It didn't, you know, something set it off.
Cool.
I don't know much about those things. I've never used them.
Touch lights.
Yeah,
Oh, they're just basic. You stick them on shelves and just.
I've just never had them. I've never tried them.
No. We've had some interesting occurrences really with the touch lights. I mean, whether it's just something in the circuitry, because they're very basic inside. They're just like $2 shop, cheap rubber sheet with 3 little batteries, and you just basically push the top and they just go on. It's very, very basic. So whether there's something sort of connecting that circuit, bypassing the whole touch and making it go on by itself, we don't know. But
what would it take to do that, I wonder?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe there's a loose connection where it just doesn't take much for the shrinkage. Like as it cools down when it's turned off, it cools down, and maybe the connection, and then it sort of goes back on again and heats up, and the connection is made. Shrinkage.
Stick a couple of them in front of a heat pump or something, and just cool it down and warm it up, and see if it goes off.
Yeah. Because we've tried a few experiments with them. We've had like Barbara holding them in her hand, even. It's like pick one up, hold them, and we've got them to shield it, so that it was shielded from any outside, you know, like cup your hands, and it still went off and on to the questions. And we've filmed all that. So we've had some interesting. It's, I can't explain it because I don't really know the makings of it, but I've ordered a whole lot more of them so we can try and pull them to bits and see how they work. But it's just interesting that they seem to be triggered off at the end of questions.
I wonder if
like almost like an answer.
the electrical force could trigger them, like, you know, you put an EMF meter next to one, and then sort of start waving magnets around, or, you know, bringing something like an electric motor close to it. Or have you got the thing that makes EMF, like a spinning magnet kind of thing?
I haven't got one here, but I have got a couple of those.
But you could sort of try and see what it takes to actually set one off.
Well, we noticed that at the last Massey homestead we had the light was going off right on the end of questions, almost like an answer. And as it was going off, we were getting the ED data loggers were going off, suggesting that there was a change in EMF levels and temperature drops and also pressure drops.
Wow.
So
Barometric pressure.
barometric pressure, yeah. So it's there was lots of little fluctuations when the light would go off.
That's very interesting.
So it's sort of Yeah. Lots of little in sync moments there, which I thought was quite. And usually that kind of thing I'm quite skeptical about, but it's like, it just, I don't know, it was neat. To me, I found it really interesting. This dinky little light and just seems to be answering questions.
In the corridor, just by the door.
Yeah.
Something just moved across.
Oh, no way.
Right to left. Could have been a shadow from outside, like, you know.
Not my shadow? I'm seeing my reflection in the glass.
No, lower than that. Like, there's something on the right of the door there, about that height.
Okay.
So just about the height of the bottom of the window.
So that thing there?
Yeah, something that height.
Okay.
Move to where you are now.
Okay, there's a person standing outside the door,
Yeah.
on the grass outside there by the path, and they've got their cell phone going. That's the only person out there though. But
There's like a little closed door there, isn't there?
there's a cupboard here.
Covered and then what?
There's a wall with pictures on it.
Yeah.
Reflective pictures. They've got glass, so they could be reflecting.
Yeah.
Um,
Something like that, just
Maybe, yeah.
something from the floodlight outside.
Hmm.
Just looked like a little shadow just moved behind you, just sort of flicked across.
Hmm.
Similar to what came down the stairs, so I don't know.
Look
very
at you,
subtle.
eh? On a roll, aren't you?
Well,
I'm the only one that hasn't seen anything yet.
Movement.
Yeah.
You know, if something moves, I think you notice it.
Yeah, so James saw something go from where that there is to.
So there's a door on the right there, tell me. Oh, that goes into that office room, doesn't it? With
Yeah.
all the photocopies and stuff. See, something just went past the window then, like
Yeah.
a light, a car or a floodlight or something. It wasn't that.
I don't think you can drive cars out there though, from what I can.
No, also probably one of those guys with the lights, but
Yeah, it'd be torches.
it wasn't the light coming through the window, it was below the level of the window and the door.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't suppose you saw any of the gadgets
No, I
flicker
didn't.
at the time?
I didn't, no, I'd say it didn't move. I didn't see any flickering in the numbers or anything like that at the time. It would have shown up on the video camera, but
What was that?
yeah, I had that too. Sounded like outside the front door, but I don't know.
Hmm.
It could have just been my vision, like sometimes when you scan with your vision, I don't know, if you're looking at a bright light or something and then you sort of scan down the steps, it
Hmm.
could be the slightly dead spot in your vision coming down, something like that, I don't know.
If I turn up the light though,
Yeah.
does that make any shadows that were up there go away?
Well, it's all
Too much?
pretty evenly lit now. I mean, the stairs are flat and evenly lit.
What about that? Does that do anything, or it's just if I go off, it's like that?
Yeah, well, it wasn't that dark before. I mean, that light was on.
If I go
It
a
was
little
just
bit,
that. You know.
maybe that. I'm recording that so on two cameras.
Yeah.
So there we go there.
Do you know what? I think it wants to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
So it's always where we're not, like
Yeah.
it's behind us. Do you know what I mean?
So it's worth putting a camera down that way now.
Yeah. Well.
Well, there's nobody there.
Yeah. Exactly.
As soon as I move that camera out of the way, it's gonna.
Because the thing about this place is you can do a circuit, can't you? You can go up the stairs,
Yeah.
along, and down the other stairs and around.
Yep.
So you can do the sort of cat and mouse thing, which could be what's going on. I don't know. Yeah, so those are my mind up the stairs, still photos of the stairs. And,
Right.
switch the camera on.
Is there anybody in here that would like to speak with us tonight? We thought we'd come along tonight and spend a few hours here just to see if we could talk to you, maybe even take your photo. I think we should introduce ourselves to you first. So my name's Mark.
I'm James, I'm visiting from Wellington.
I'm Amy, I'm from Pukekawa.
And I'm Barbara, I'm also from Pukekawa.
So can you tell us your name, please? Camera. Is there anybody upstairs? Anybody upstairs at the moment? Perhaps you'd like to come down and have a chat?
I was just thinking that as you said it.
Really?
They're looking up there. Are you watching us from up there? Why don't you come down and say hello? We're not here to hurt you or anything, we're here to listen. I'm going to try and drive you out.
James has come all the way from Wellington.
Yeah, I drove up on Wednesday. It's now Friday.
I keep hearing little fudge shudders.
Hmm?
I keep hearing like a fudge shudder.
Yeah, I was hearing that, but I thought it might have been them outside.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
It was like a thug, like walking upstairs.
Like some,
And I keep seeing, sounds a bit silly, but I keep seeing like flashes on the step
Which step?
where the 23.1 is, but before I saw it up by the 21.9.
Oh, now you said that it's flickering.
But it was like little red flashlights.
Okay.
But it was
Red, the EDI, the lights on the bottom will be like an orangey red and they have vibration.
yeah, but it's not at the machine. It's sort of over, sort of like side.
Up to the side.
Yeah, like not anywhere near the machine.
That's right.
That's just the tripod.
Creaky, cheap tripod.
Well, it's getting a bit darker outside. It's kind of dusk. So we're still here. Would you like to? Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Would you like to touch one of the little boxes on the staircase? If you touch a box, a little light will come on, but it won't hurt you. Top one's now 25.1, so it has cooled down half a degree.
See that?
Yeah. Definitely cooling down upstairs.
Mm.
No change down the stairs though.
The bottom meter is fluctuating.
It's been
between
fluctuating.
23 and 23.1
Mm.
degrees. Oh, pardon me, I'm yawning. The next one's 21.9 and
25.1.
25.1 up top. It's about halfway up the stairs.
Ticking sound up there, isn't it? It's 3
I
o'clock.
heard that there too, just a little tick.
Yeah, it was it's kind of rhythmic.
Maybe one of the office rooms, but there's nothing
Yeah.
on a wall.
You
Probably
probably
fire
wouldn't-
alarm, something or
You probably wouldn't hear it through a closed door. It's pretty quiet.
sprinklers with a fire alarm monitor system.
Well,
This is smoke detector system.
when we go up, we should try and find out what it is. Just kind of cars outside, what's it pulled up.
Oh, and it's gone down to 24.8.
It's just getting cooler and cooler up there. It's consistently dropping.
The bottom one is still fluctuating between 23.0 and 23.1 degrees. Maybe. Nothing. 23.8.
Oh, the fridge has stopped.
Wow. Well, that's nice.
If you are a male, can you please make my rods cross? Okay, if you are a female, can you please make my rods cross? I'm not convinced.
It's all about experimentation. Watch out for that.
All about experience.
Watch out for that tape.
Yeah, that's mine, sorry.
That's right. Right. Change of scenery.
Did you get anything on the rods?
It did move.
Yeah.
It did move, and we did capture it, so it's all good.
So I was sitting just on the floor down here, just in front of me, sitting here as we were all focusing on the stairs, and as I was doing it, an image popped into my head, and it was sort of like a close-up image of a young girl sort of peering around the corner at us. And she was sort of in a dress and sort of had like a Miss Muffet type soft bonnety hat. And that's why I started looking up the corridor to try and work out, and it was that corridor, it wasn't that way, it was that way, and I was trying to work out which corner it was, and I just couldn't, because I kept looking going, I don't think it's any of those corners. Like,
I've been taking photos of the corridor for the same reason.
yeah,
Because I keep thinking I'm seeing someone down there. And it's
yeah.
like,
And the thing was, sitting here, I couldn't even see up that corridor. I was focused looking that way. So I had to sort of lean more to come and have a look up there, and that's when I went, no, it's not. But it just sort of stayed with me. And I just have a sense of a female.
But you did
That's
actually
what
see any
I'm
movement?
saying.
You actually saw movement, or you thought you saw movement?
I didn't see any movement.
I keep seeing an outline down there of like that, but it's like
But
this height.
yeah, because there is like a statuey thing down
That's
there.
what
And
I
that's the
thought it
thing. I
was.
saw that and I went, no, it's that statuey thing.
That's what I keep thinking it was. And if you see me, I keep looking down
Yeah.
there for that reason.
Yeah,
And it's like I'm doing this. Thinking, is it that statue?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
yeah,
And that's why I keep taking photos down there.
yeah,
And I've been zooming in to see if there's anything down there. And I've got heaps of it.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
See, so that was the first time I thought I saw it, and I thought it was this.
Yeah,
See
that
how it's a
statue
figure
thing.
of a, it's got an actual figure, like a person. But the thing is, I keep seeing it further out.
Like further
like
down the corridor.
Yeah. And that's why, and then I just kept taking photos, like I'll go back to you guys, and then I thought I saw it again, so I did it again.
Well, it does look like there's a darker.
There is one there where you can see that, which is that ball down there. But I
Yeah.
keep thinking I'm seeing it out
In
here,
there.
but it's at the same height, and that's why I keep sort of dodging left and right when I was looking down there, thinking, well, maybe I just keep seeing it. So every time I feel I saw it, I take a photo, just in case.
It's one of those things.
Cool. Well,
Sometimes things pop in your head.
that's good to note down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just
but actually normally that height, kind of.
So Amy's indicating about a metre high,
Yeah.
3 feet or something.
Yeah.
Which is the same level where I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But mine's all in my head. It's just an impression in my mind.
It's how things kind of manifest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of psychically. Do you know what? I think it was to play hide and seek. So it's always where we're not, like, it's behind us. Do you know what I mean?
So we're putting a camera down that way now.
Yeah, well,
Or there's nobody there.
yeah, exactly.
Just me.
Don't get too excited, it's just me.
It's that bloody Marco.
No, because we're thinking some really interesting stuff going on up here. So,
On camera?
well, we've got a camera going, but
In that bathroom.
is there any stories with that bathroom?
Not that I know of. Possibly, I'll ask, but
Can
I
you
haven't.
ask?
Yeah.
We're not going to tell you,
No.
but can you ask? Or maybe we should, because then if they mention it, then
No, I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you. I'll ask Gray, and I'll say.
Yeah, but if we tell you, at least you'll be able to go. They did have something.
Oh yeah, but I won't tell Gray. But you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that bathroom.
I'm just going to go and mess it up for a bit.
That bathroom, it keeps going dark.
Keep the light on while you're in there.
Yeah. Like you can see the window, and then suddenly it's pitch black in there.
It's
Good
like
lights
someone. It's like someone
Somewhere in
standing in front of the light.
Just pee in the dark.
No, don't.
If there's somebody watching me.
It might be like Candyman or something.
Don't say. Oh, yeah. But I find it interesting though that it gets really dark, like that whole doorway. It just gets pitch. Even there's a light. There's a window with a light right there.
Okay. This has to go a particular way, and I can't remember which way. In the window. No, it's not that one. That's the other day I couldn't find it. Mark it to find it. There it is.
So Amy and I came up the stairs and walked around in this area, just in here, because we could hear a tapping noise, right? We went down to the bathroom, because we thought it may have been a shower, because people are having a shower, but there was no real definite tapping in there. So we came back down here, and then we thought it was the floor where you're standing now, Mark, because it does make a bit of a noise.
Yes, it does.
But it still wasn't the right noise. So then we found out it was the tap. So this tap here was stripping, and it was making the noise. So I turned back this way to walk off, and the bathroom, I thought I saw a dark shadow in there. But then,
A tall person.
yeah, a tall person, not a little person. But then I thought, oh no, maybe it was just the rail from the banister. But then I sort of got a horrible feeling from it and told Amy I don't like that room anymore and shut the door because I didn't like it. I didn't like that feeling. I actually didn't like the feeling. It was quite creepy. She made a bang to the point that I actually got a fright. That was me heading to the room.
Right.
So then we came back and I was telling her what I saw and said it wasn't a kid, like it wasn't anything small, it was a tall, dark shadow. And then I went back and opened the door. And then Amy said, oh, but I can see your shadow in the window. And I said, but I can't see the window where I was standing.
If I move like this, you can kind of...
Yeah, but I can't see her in there moving around like where I am. So then I showed her that. And then she said, well, if I stand here, I can see you, which I can see you now, Mark. So we thought, okay, that's interesting. And then the room went dark.
Yeah,
The whole room went dark. Like,
But you couldn't see the white edge of the window or anything.
You couldn't see anything. So we were like, well, that's interesting.
When I came up the stairs, the outside lights were on because there are security lights that go on with motion
Yeah,
sensor.
well, that's what I said to her. There's a security window.
So they were on.
Yeah, but even when they're on, it was on.
And it was still dark.
I've been recording the whole time.
Yeah, because we've been looking through the camera.
Yeah, and then we went and sat down there where the chairs are, and I said to her when she came back up, I said, that room's gone really pitch black again, look. She came down and had a look, and it was pitch black. Like, you couldn't see the window or anything. But you can occasionally. Like, when we first sat there, I was looking down there, I could see myself, I could see the torch and everything. When she came back up, I was turning the torch on and off and going, it's pitch black in there. Why can't I see the window? Why can't I see me? I could before.
Yeah.
So, and then she agreed, it was pitch black in there, you can't see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And James is seeing quite a few shadows down there actually.
Yes.
Up and down. He said a shadow came from the top of the stairs and came down towards him.
Yeah.
He reacted enough to reach out towards it,
Yeah.
thinking it was coming down. And he sort of, it is very unlike him.
Yeah.
And also at the front door, he said he saw, when I was standing with him, he saw a shadow go from right to left.
We've got some video footage. We need to see it on a bigger screen.
Look at it on the computer.
But you know where I was sitting when I was sitting on the floor with the light, and Barb's was sitting on the stairs. I was still sitting in the same spot talking, and she was recording. And of course, behind me is that corridor where that ladder is.
Yes.
And sort of it looked like right behind me up that corridor, it was all fluctuating, but the other corridor towards where you guys were, it was also this black swirling mass fluctuating in the two places around me. Yeah. And we think it may
So,
be a pixelation.
You can see
thing,
moving around there, but you can see it over there as well.
Oh, when we were downstairs earlier.
And that's where I said to her, is there windows? Is there a
strange-
light? Is there fireworks going off in there? And she's
I stood up and I walked up and down there, and you couldn't even see me through the black swirliness.
but you can, at the first part of it,
So
see
that
that's
moving
her
is-
sitting there,
But we
that's
went-
her moving and getting up, but then see it's all, and that's where I said to her, it's all lit up, like,
No.
Yeah.
but there were no lights on
We'll have
out
to
there.
adjust the contrast and see if we can mess around with it and see if
That's,
we can.
yeah, that's why I said to her, I need to look at this one, because it's recording on high definition,
And
Good.
so I need to chuck it on the computer and have a look.
Yeah.
weird,
That's interesting, yeah.
dark
Yeah.
in the
So,
bathroom
but
door,
that
where
is
it
what
looked
keeps
like someone was
Yeah.
throwing me on, that's why I'm like, I need to
Right
find
there.
it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
The impression I get is getting back to your small person again. Coming down the stairs, past me, tripping my light off, going back up.
That's what I said.
That's what we, yeah,
I
because
said-
your light came back on again before we left. I turned the camera off, the light came on.
Yeah, it was almost like.
And that's what you said. I
And I
wonder if
said-
she's playing with us.
I wonder if she's going up and down the
Yeah,
different stairs.
Around the circuit
Playing.
behind us all the time.
Yeah, and like literally as we were, because she turned the light on whatever earlier after Mark had left, after we talked about the bricks and we played the whole playback, the light came on because we were about to move,
Yeah.
and then a bit later on, as we were getting ready to go, again I picked up
Picked
the
it
light.
up.
It was in the palm of my hand.
Turned the phone off,
I
got
went,
up.
turned the phone off, turned everything off, went to go, and then the light came on, and it was like.
And you definitely didn't touch the top of it?
No, that's what I said to
Well,
you. You didn't.
I just
knock
did
the
it, and I
place
sat
down.
and I did all this around it,
Yeah.
and you have to
She
get
even
it,
did that.
Yeah.
you have to get it right in the middle.
Yeah.
That one is quite a hard.
Yeah. That's why I got it, because it was a completely different one from the other one.
Yeah.
I thought try something different, and it seems to have the same effect.
The other thing is, I did say when we were up on that landing there near the corner, as we were talking about the shadows and stuff, I got a feeling of something, and I sort of felt like it was like a hand or something had touched my thigh, but it wasn't cold. It was like like a pressure or something. Like I don't know. It was sort of because I would have expected it to be cold, like that.
But that's what
it
I
was
had when my
almost-
jumper got tugged.
Yeah.
I expected the same thing. I would have felt
Same
cold,
height too,
but I
eh?
didn't. Yeah.
But it was about probably about that big, like
So child height, somebody tugging on your clothing.
small hand, yeah,
Maybe?
whatever.
Yeah,
It was like
absolutely.
I was on the landing there,
And
but
she
I
does
was
seem to
facing-
react to you.
I offered her toys.
Yeah, she's probably waiting for them now,
Well, she probably is.
but she didn't answer you.
She didn't touch my light at the right time. Maybe I'll just bring her some next time I come. I'll bring her a little box of toys.
Yeah.
Hey, this touch light just went
Yeah, that's what I mean. She keeps playing with it.
Playing with it.
right by me, and I wasn't anywhere near it.
No. She only does it when no one's pointed at it, no one's looking
Well,
at
hopefully
it.
you got that,
Well,
Mark.
hopefully Mark,
I was down the stairs.
no, your
your
video.
camera.
It just depends whether my fat bumps in the
Yeah,
way.
same.
Yeah. Oh, you still see the light, the room light up.
So where are we with this? Because I mean, I mentioned to Mark earlier when you guys just before you were lighting off down the phone where we are. I'm sitting down below where we are now, and I don't know whether it's power or suggestion or my imagination, but I thought a small shadow came down the stairs. I pretty much looked straight at it, and it seemed to come down about halfway, hesitate, maybe go back up a step, I don't know, and then keep coming down. So I stood down, I put my hand, I was standing behind the camera, I put my hand out, my right hand. No, I probably look a bit scary here, so I sat down, then I closed my eyes, and a short time later, your light went off. That's when I opened my eyes again, I think, when you said, hey, you know. And so that was sort of interesting. So, if there is someone, a small person, if there is a small person, seems like whichever way we're, apart from when the light went on, of course, whichever way we're facing, it's kind of gone up, around, and come back down behind us.
Yeah. If you're here, why don't you touch one of my rods in my hands and make it cross over the other one? Oh, you're going to turn the light on. Thank you.
The light just came on.
You're
Oh,
showing me that you remember how to do that.
I think I filmed that. It's good. I'm in the right direction. It's good.
Somebody was flushed, but blue or something. Or is it the downstairs thing? I don't know.
No, I'd say someone's
Downstairs
tap on or
tap.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn it off now. Would you like to turn it back on for us? Thank you. You're awesome. Would you like to turn it back on for us? Thank you. You're awesome. Okay, we're going to. Oh, Barbara, you turned it off. Can you turn it back on for us? Then we can leave it on if you like. Thank you.
Uh-oh. I got that one.
Yeah?
Yep.
Barbara. Oh. No, she's not letting you turn it off. Aha, see?
Cheeky.
Keep it on, turn it on, turn it on. Come on. One more time.
If you turn it on, I'll leave it. I won't play with it.
Thank you.
Oh, God, it's messy all over again.
It's my adopted daughter. Can I ask how old you are? Because I can have a guess. So I'm going to turn the light off and I'm going to guess. And if I'm right, you have to turn the light on. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to turn it off. Are you 7? No. Are you 8? Are you 9? Yes! My daughter's 9. That's a very good age.
They're not turning the lights off though, are they?
No, she won't turn it off.
Maybe
Do
she
you
can
know
turn the
how to
light.
turn the light off? All you gotta do is the same thing that
If
you're
you
doing.
touch it again, it can go off. Can you try and touch it again? And then it can go off for us.
I suppose being 9, she doesn't know how to.
I didn't say anything because I thought, oh, well, it's got to be that statue. It's, yeah, but then that kept throwing me off as well. And it's like, oh, it feels bigger than what it is. But, that, yeah, when you said that, I'm like, that's what I kept thinking of the scene. And same thing, I kept saying she rather than a he, it's a she. But I don't see like a clothing or idea of clothing, I just saw it bigger.
I'll try and get it where I can. Okay, now I can get Barbara and
Okay, again. Oh, Barbara, you turned it off. Can you turn it back on for us?